Hi, my name is Joe Miller. I'm a cook here at White Horse Village, and today we're just going to teach you a little bit of how to make we're going to make a chicken, a grilled chicken with a tropical peach pineapple salsa. And the first thing I want to do today is, for I know the summer's getting hotter and sometimes we like our food a little bit hotter, so I'm going to break right into the heat of the whole dish, which is the jalapeno. And I want to show you how to actually take the jalapeno, get the seeds out, and then dice it down. The key with the salsa is, depending on how spicy you'd like it, you could take the jalapeno and leave it in bigger pieces, or you could take the jalapeno and actually leave the seeds in it, because that's where a lot of the spice comes from. So I'm just going to show you how to cut it down real quick. You first take the jalapeno and you cut it in half, you cut the top off and just take that out of the way, and then you cut it in half again. And after it's cut in half again, this becomes the portion where if you want it spicy, you can leave the seeds in. And if you don't want it spicy, like I'm going to show you how to do, you just take your knife and run it across and cut the whole section of the seed right out. And once you get the seeds out of the jalapeno, you can just dice it down. And with a lot of salsas, you want everything small and bite-sized, so you can incorporate all the flavors together. So I'll just take it and dice it real small. Here with the salsa is you just want to mix everything together and really let it sit in the refrigerator for a good hour at least, and that way it will let all the flavors incorporate together and create a lot of crisp flavors. It'll all mix together properly. So I'll just put the peaches in, about 3 or 4 peaches, diced up real small will do. And after I do this, I'll show you actually how to pit the peach. And then you take about 1 whole pineapple and you just mix that in there as well. And then you start adding your vegetables. That's the fruit part of it, but then you can start adding your vegetables in. You just take onions, which you dice up nice and small. And then red and yellow peppers will do, just to add a little bit of color into what you're making. So take them, they're nice and small dice as well. And then you take the jalapeno, which I showed you how to dice up, and you put that inside. And cilantro, which is a key to a lot of salsas. It adds a very like salsa flavor. You can really taste it in most of your salsas. And then garlic, because I think every food should really have garlic in it because it tastes so good. And then the final step before you do this is the lime. But I want to show you how to actually take the lime. So you take the lime and you roll it, and that helps the lime break down, and so that way when you cut it in half, the juices actually come out of the lime a little bit easier, and the lime will be the acidity and the liquid that kind of holds the salsa together. So you just take it and then you cut it in half here, and then you just squeeze it out over top. You just squeeze it out over top of your salsa, and you can add about 2 or 3 limes into it, depending on how much salsa you're making. So I'll just do that real quick with 2 more. And once again with the salsa, it depends. This is a personal preference on how spicy you would like it. If you would like it not too spicy at all, you can just use the red and yellow peppers, and that really has no spice. If you like it a little bit spicier, you can move up to the jalapeno peppers, and if you want to get really insane and a lot of spice, you can move up to the habanero peppers, which is an extremely hot pepper. But today we'll just use the jalapeno to add just a little bit of spice. And then you can just take it and kind of mix everything together so all the flavors are mixed. And then you can just wrap all this up and put it in the refrigerator, and while you're doing that, you can work on your chicken. Alright, so the next step in the dish we're making is actually to take the chicken and put it on the grill. You want to have your grill nice and hot, because that way it helps it from sticking. And I just took the chicken and put a little bit of salt and pepper and oil on it to help it from sticking even more. And these are pretty thin chicken fillets, and you know your grill's hot when you put it on, it starts to sizzle. These are pretty thin fillets, so when you put them on, they should only take about 2 or 3 minutes on each side. And if you want to add some nice grill marks, you can even turn it 90 degrees halfway through, and it'll create X's on your chicken. 2 or 3 minutes on each side, flip it over, do it again, and then you'll be ready to put all your ingredients together to have a finished dish. So as you can see, the chicken's been going for about 5 minutes now, and we flipped it over and has a nice grill marks on both sides. So we're going to take it off, and then we're going to plate it up with the salsa. Alright, the final step in creating the tropical peach pineapple salsa grilled chicken dish is to actually assemble all the ingredients you have together. So first, we're going to take just a little bit of the salsa and kind of lay that in the middle of the plate. And then we're going to take the 2 pieces of grilled chicken and kind of just place them over top of the salsa. And then add a little bit more salsa on top, so the salsa on the bottom creates like a nice bed, and the salsa on the top kind of pulls the whole dish together. And then just for garnish, since it is a salsa, we're actually going to take a little bit of cilantro and just place it right on the side for garnish. You also could use lime or something like that, but there you go, you have it. You have the grilled chicken with the peach pineapple tropical salsa.